Hello and welcome to the Fancy News Show from the Bottled Imp. My name is Ken Boyter and this is your weekly fix of fantasy news. In this week's show we have Nottingham gets a new board game cafe, the world's largest trebuchet is fixed, and Game of Thrones Series 6 has its launch date announced. But first we start with Ludorati Board Game Cafe is having its grand opening. They're based in Nottingham in the UK, and obviously that's famous for Robin Hood. And the launch is on the weekend of the 19th and 20th of March. They boast over 750 game titles, and they've also got a resident game designer. I'm not quite sure how that works out. Plus they do have game experts, so they'll be explaining the rules if you've never played the games before, and if you want to purchase any of the games that you play, you can do so because they also have a retail store there as well. You can visit their Facebook page for more details. Excalibur Film and Fantasy Convention, that takes place in Torquay on the 19th of March. It's a one-day event. They have stalls and collectibles, they've got cosplay competitions, they've even got masterclasses in how to fight with weapons, combat masterclasses. And it's all in aid to raise money for a feature film that the Southern Devon players want to make. It's called Mordred, and I guess it's a spin on the King Arthur type story, hence why they've named it Excalibur Film and Fantasy Convention. The tickets are £4 for adults, £3 for children, and you can visit their website, which is southerndevonplayers.com, as you'd expect, for the full details. Handmade Mysteries are open for business now. And this is quite interesting. They offer a 1-hour immersion experience of clue solving in their quite unique titled Lady Chastity's Reserve. And basically what you do is there's 2 or more of you in a team, and you'll be going around drinking establishments solving clues to a mystery. I'm not sure if it's a murder mystery, but there is lots of spookiness going on. It's kind of gothic, supernatural themed. And it's an experience, a live action experience where you go around and you have to solve all the clues. Now, as you can tell, because it's drinking establishments, you have to be over 18. It takes place in South London and East London, and also in Brighton. Tickets are £19 per player in the peak times, and I think they're slightly cheaper in the off-peak times. And if you want to find out more, you can visit their website, which is handmademysteries.com. Warwick Castle have had their trebuchet, their huge trebuchet, fixed finally. It was damaged, or there was cracks that appeared. I don't know how these cracks appeared, maybe it was just the age of it. And they've now had it repaired at a whopping cost of £40,000. But the good news is it's fully fixed, it's fully functional, and I have seen a few videos of it. For those of you that don't know, and you probably do because you're into fantasy, a trebuchet is like a huge catapult that fires cannonballs, and it's great for knocking down castle walls. That's what it was designed for. What they do at Warwick Castle though is they actually set the cannons on fire. And therefore it looks absolutely amazing as this fiery cannonball goes straight through the air. And if you want to go and visit that, you can do so. Opening times and all the details are on their website, which is Warwick hyphen, what's the I think that's a hyphen. Anyway, just put Warwick Castle maybe into Google and you'll find out. Warwick-castle.com. I don't know why they put a hyphen in it. Anyway, you can check out that website for all the opening times. Now, I really like this story. Monofin Mermaids will teach you how to swim like a mermaid. Yes. Basically, the school is run by Sarah Japan, and she says that it's the first of its kind in the UK. She did apparently run one in Greece, where she was running scuba diving classes. And somebody, I don't know where she got the idea from, but what you do is you have these specially made mermaid fins that you slip your feet into, and then of course you've just got a tail like a mermaid. I've seen some pictures, they look fantastic, so if you've ever wanted to swim like a mermaid you can do so. They are based in Hastings in East Sussex, and they have a Facebook page, you can check them out there. Trick or Treat Studios have launched a new range of Gaming and Cosplay masks. They make these really cool Halloween masks, as you can probably tell from their name, Trick or Treat. And I think they also do moulds for film and television as well. So they're very high class, you know, good quality products. They have a couple of masks from the game Mice and Mystics, and also one from Summoner Wars, and they've got several others in the range. They're available for pre-order at the moment, and so obviously if you're getting ready for Halloween, I know it's quite early on, but you know, you can go there and get some ideas. You can go to their website, which is trickortreatstudios.com. They are American based, but I have checked out their shipping, and they do ship worldwide, and I've checked they do ship to the UK as well. Staying with board games, listverse.com have a list of the 10 most important board games, or games I should say, in history. Now these are games that are, you know, do go back many thousands of years, which if you haven't read up about the origins of board games, you might find is quite surprising. And the good thing about this is then some of the games actually, you can see where modern board games have come from, i.e. the origins of Monopoly. There was a game originally, I think it was in the 30s, you can check that out on the list, where you can see, hang on, that's just a cruder version of Monopoly. Likewise, there's a modern board game called Thud, which is from the Terry Pratchett Discworld series, and you can see one of the games there, you can see where some of the mechanics have come from as well. You can check that out, as I say, it's listverse.com. And other news is we have Middleearth Festival have launched their new revamped, sparkling, very well designed website. I did go to it's a festival that actually runs this year, when is it, the 3rd and the 4th of September. I went last year and was really impressed with the festival. There's loads going on. There's, you know, they've got weapon making, they've got parades where people dress up in all sorts of Lord of the Rings type costumes. They've got a Viking camp at the end. They've got archery, loads of stuff going on. You can find out more information on their website. And they've done a really good job. It's very easy to navigate. They've got pictures of past festivals, information about the upcoming one this year. Totally recommend you check out their website. And if you can, get along to the festival, which is in Howell Green in Birmingham in the UK. And as I say, you can check out their website. It is middleearthfestival.co.uk. Sky Atlantic, very excited about this news. Sky Atlantic have announced the launch date of Season 6 of Game of Thrones, yes! And they have announced it. It's actually on the 25th of April in the UK. In America, HBO, they're launching it a day before, obviously because it's American made, although it's filmed a lot in Ireland. But if you can't wait, obviously you could either read the books or you could play the board game, both of which we have done our own reviews for, so you can check them out. Very excited about that. We have some Kickstarter news. Dan King of the Game Boy Geek is looking for funding for his 4th series of his YouTube channel. Now he reviews all types of board games. We specialise in fantasy, obviously. He covers all types of board games, so if you are into the wider board gaming community and you like playing different types of board games, then you can check his channel out. I really recommend them. He's very likeable as a presenter, he's very knowledgeable, his reviews are very precise, they're very professionally made. And he's looking for funding. I believe it is already funded, but don't let that stop you. There are some various promo cards for your games that I think will be exclusive for his campaign. So if you want to check those out, you can. The campaign closes on the 16th of March. Also with Kickstarter, we have Heart of Crown, and that is a deck building game from Japini Games. It's the story behind it is that an emperor has died and there's a power vacuum and that needs to be filled. There's several princesses and you're all vying to become the new queen or the empress, I guess. And it's the artwork looks really stunning. It's sort of anime type style, the manga type style. Very beautifully drawn and illustrated. It's 2 to 4 players and it looks like it's a relatively light game because it's 20 to 40 minutes to play. That is already funded as well, and apparently they're doing a PC version of the game. And apparently there was one, but it's all in Japanese originally, so this is all going to be the English translation version of the game. That one closes on the 10th of March as well. And we also have in Kickstarter news the legendary metal coins by Draw Lab. They've announced their well, the campaign is running at the moment, I should say, the second series of their metal coins. They've done one batch previously, and that held loads of different fantasy coins. Now, I've not held these coins yet, but they look fantastic, and I believe they're very good quality. They have various themes this time around. This time you've got Cthulhu, Roman, Viking, Egyptian, Spartan. You've even got a cyberpunk, and they've unlocked a few stretch goals, one of which is the Necromancer pack. They look stunning, so if you want to bling your board games out with these wonderful coins, I would check that campaign out. It is actually, you've only got 2 days though, because it does close on the 4th of March. Also closing on the 4th of March is Escape Room in a Box, The Werewolf Experiment. Sounds a lot of fun. For those of you that don't know what escape rooms are, I did go to one in Oxford. Had a fantastic time. Basically, you're in a room, you're not locked in, but you're supposedly locked in. And there's loads of clues and puzzles and sort of mysteries and words written on the wall. And this was a First World War theme to it. And we basically had to find the serum. We were going to be poisoned in an hour. We had an hour to crack all the codes and get out of the room. Well, find the serum, drink it, and then get out. We did manage to do that, by the way. This one is similar, but you play it at home. So it's like Escape Room in a Box, exactly what the title says. And you have to solve puzzles. And this time, though, there's a mad scientist that is threatening to turn you all into werewolves unless you can solve all the problems and all the clues and get out of the room. It does look like a lot of fun, does look very challenging as well. But again, as I say, you have to be quick with this one. The 4th of March is when that campaign finishes. Well, thank you so much for watching. That's all we have time for in the Fantasy News Show. We hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, this is your weekly fix of fantasy news. We do other shows as well, like reviews of fantasy board games, films and books. Plus, we have got a new writing series, Writing Fantasy, which is my own personal journey of how I wrote a fantasy book, which I thought you might like to find out more about as well as hints and tips of how to write fantasy. Well, there we go. That's all we have time for. Until next time, fellow imps, remember, keep it unreal, especially the news.